It's really not surprising that Sir Thomas Cullinan and the mine worker who threw it out of the window didn't believe that it could possibly be a diamond. Over 600 grams in weight. I have a replica of it here. And there's a natural cleavage plane there, which suggests that another piece had broken off. So the question is, how big could it have been? And there were stories of the whereabouts of the other missing piece of the Cullinan, but it was never really found. Polishing such an enormous diamond was impossible. Because of some of the inclusions inside, they needed to remove those. Traditional soaring of a diamond was impossible. The blade wouldn't have stood the pressure of such a large diamond. So they needed to cleave the diamond. Now, diamond, of course, is incredibly hard, but in certain directions, it is breakable. It has a natural cleavage plane, just like when you chop wood. And so they had to carefully identify the areas to cleave it. So to cleave the diamond, using a sharp piece of diamond, they had to scratch a groove at the exact precise point. Now today this is done by laser, which takes a matter of seconds, but Joseph Asher had to spend 4 days scratching a sufficient groove to be able to cleave the diamond. And then when it was ready, he placed the blade into the groove, gave it a sharp tap, and nothing happened. And on the second attempt, the diamond cleaved. The amount of adrenaline going through his body must have been extraordinary, and as any cleaver knows, if he got it wrong, the greatest diamond ever could have shattered. Okay, so after cleaving, before they could begin polishing, they had to build all new equipment. We see here standard polishing wheel. They needed one twice the size of this, and this is a standard polishing tang. Again, would have been twice the size. This wheel normally revolves at 2,400 revs per minute, and they slowed that right down to 2,000 to keep vibrations to a minimum and to reduce the speed of the polishing. There was constant care and almost paranoia about these amazing diamonds. I really have sympathy for Henry Coe, the chief polisher on the Cullinan, who was not only working very long hours, but he had to contend with the keen interest of the king and also his bosses who were in a strategically placed office watching his every move. It's no surprise he had a nervous breakdown. So when you go to visit the Crown Jewels, spare a thought for the craftsmen and all the challenges they had to overcome over 100 years ago.